Hello, welcome to today's audio log. The time is 11:21 p.m. on the 1st of March 2024. And I forgot to mention yesterday that yesterday's audio log was the 200th audio log that I have recorded. I did put it in the title, but that was the one thing that I forgot to mention yesterday. And I thought it was interesting, or at least I thought it was kind of cool that it landed on a leap day. Yesterday, so that's what I forgot to mention yesterday. I've done 200 of these, today will be 201. I imagine I will be hitting 365 before I go to university, which means I would have done an entire year's worth of audio logs, which is exciting. I'm getting close to my initial goal, I guess, because I think originally when I first started doing this, I was going to do it for a year, I think. I wasn't sure if I was going to stop after that. I'm still not sure if I would stop after that. But yeah, we're getting there. So just wanted to mention that. As for today, today's been a good day for me. I did wake up kind of late because I had another late night. Not because of any particular reason, I just went to bed late and I was tired. I think staying up that one night until like 2:30 in the morning has shifted my sleep schedule a little bit, so I kind of need to rein it back. Although recording my audio log at 23 minutes past 11 is not helping. So I should get on that. But anyway, so I woke up kind of late this morning. I think I spent the rest of my morning just watching some YouTube videos. Specifically, I was watching videos about the lore of Dungeons and Dragons, because I don't know much about the history and the lore of the locations and the people and the monsters and all that kind of stuff. I don't know much about that, and I do find it interesting. So I watched some videos touching those subjects, and then this afternoon I played just played some games by myself. I just played some video games. That was fun. And then around like 4 p.m. ish, I took Luna out for a walk. It was myself, my mum, and my sister. My sister doesn't normally come along to the walks, so I guess it was nice to have her along. She insisted on buying a coffee before we arrived at the park, and even though my sister is in her 20s, she seems to revert back to a 10-year-old who's just consumed a bunch of sugar. She becomes really hyper, and it's definitely entertaining, to say the least. So it made for an entertaining walk. The walk itself was fine, although we did get rained on a little bit, and as we got in the car to go home, it started hailing, which we have not seen for quite a while. I think there's some sort of snowstorm that's hitting the more northern parts of this country, and we're like on the outskirts of that, so we're getting like the hail and the rain and stuff. It's kind of cold, but no snow for us yet. So yeah, that was the walk earlier. We came home. Since it's Friday, we would normally get fish and chips on a Friday. It's kind of like a tradition, I guess, that we have. I don't usually partake because I'm actually not the biggest fan of fish and chips, at least when we get it from the places that we get it from. A properly done fish and chips is really nice, but yeah, the ones that we normally get, not that big of a fan. So I got something else instead for myself. And then I spent the rest of my evening watching a movie. I decided to watch the new Top Gun film that came out a few years ago, and it was pretty good. I liked it. I haven't watched the originals, but when I was a kid, I used to play a Top Gun game on my Nintendo DS, and I really liked playing that game, and the music in the game was the same as like the original soundtrack from the movie. So that soundtrack has always been like a fond memory, I guess. So it was cool to hear it again and actually watch the movie. Speaking of movies, actually, the part 2 to Dune came out today, I believe. I do want to go watch that, but I think I'm going to wait until the cinema is a little less busy, I think. I don't want to sit in a packed room. But that is something that I am interested in watching. I think that pretty much covers everything that I've done today. I will be looking after Luna tomorrow for a few hours because my sister is going to go pick up her new car, which is a sentence that I don't think I'm going to get used to. My sister is younger than me, and she is going to get a car before me. Not that I'm jealous or envious or anything. I don't even know how to drive. My sister is going to do her driving test in a few months, but she's allowed to drive this car as long as she's accompanied by someone who can drive. Yeah, I think it's always going to feel weird. And if you have younger siblings, you'll understand. But I think it's always going to feel weird when your younger siblings do something significant, like getting a car, or, getting a house, or getting married, or anything like that, before you do. It's just I mean, it's cool, it's great, good for her, it feels weird to say, because, she's my little sister, but, yeah, hoping, in addition to that, tomorrow, I will be able to hang out with my friends. We've been hoping to play a game together for the past few weeks, but we've been unable to. But I think this week should work. So looking forward to that. I think that's pretty much everything. Yeah, I can't think of anything else that needs to be mentioned. I guess I'll call it here for today. I will be back tomorrow, most likely, for the next one. If I end up going to bed at a reasonable time. So yeah, until then, I hope you've had a good day or a good night, wherever you are. And I will see you tomorrow. Good night.